The void of space stretched endlessly, a black canvas dotted with distant stars as the Zilari Armada approached the Sol system. Admiral Threx, a towering figure with bioluminescent skin, leaned over the holographic display of human-inhabited planets. "Earth," he hissed. "They call themselves primitive, yet their broadcasts suggest advanced tactical thinking. Still, they are nothing compared to the might of the Zilari Empire." His officers nodded in unison, fear suppressed under duty. The Armada was a force unmatched, comprising warships capable of obliterating planetary defenses with ease. And yet there was an undercurrent of doubt. Threx had seen countless worlds fall, civilizations crumble before the brilliance of Zilari firepower. But there was something different about humanity. Something he couldn't yet define. At the command center of the Earth Defense Coalition, Admiral Elena Voss watched the incoming fleets approach on her monitor. Unlike Threx's arrogance, she remained calm. She had anticipated this moment, though no one else truly understood the scale. Humanity had spent decades preparing for threats the galaxy wasn't ready to acknowledge. Their weapons weren't just advanced, they were adaptive, unpredictable, lethal. Fleet Alpha, initiate counterposition maneuver. "Remember, they are fast, but we are smarter," Elena instructed. Her voice was steady, betraying no fear. Around her, human officers moved with practiced efficiency, plotting trajectories and calculating probabilities faster than any AI could anticipate. The first skirmish began in the void between Mars and Jupiter. Zilari pulse cannons lit the darkness, carving streams of energy through the vacuum. Human interceptors, small and agile, weaved through the chaos like ghosts. Each strike they delivered was precise, surgical, a symphony of destruction calculated to incapacitate rather than simply destroy. Threx watched in disbelief as entire squadrons vanished in the blink of an eye. "Impossible," he roared. "Our intelligence underestimated them." How could they? "They are human, sir," one officer stammered. "Calculations don't apply in the same way. They adapt. They improvise." Elena's strategy was simple yet terrifyingly effective. Human warships were equipped with quantum disruption arrays, devices that didn't just fire upon enemy shields but reconfigured them. Shields that were once invulnerable now flickered and died under human assault. A Zilari destroyer, massive and bristling with weaponry, imploded in a burst of blue fire, sending fragments hurtling across the void. The Zilari had never faced an enemy like this. Across countless worlds, their superiority had gone unchallenged. Now, for the first time, they encountered beings who thrived under pressure, who turned chaos into an advantage. In the heart of the battlefield, a human dreadnought named USS Aegis hovered, its hull a patchwork of armor layers scavenged from old conflicts and alien encounters. Its commander, Captain Marcus Vey, monitored the chaos through augmented reality overlays. "Target the flagship. Prepare the secondary wave. Timing is critical." His crew, all veterans, followed orders instinctively. There was a rhythm to their efficiency, a lethal precision born of centuries of survival. When the Zilari flagship emerged, massive and gleaming, Thrax had expected humans to retreat. But they didn't, they advanced. With a calm that unnerved even his officers, Aegis unleashed a cascade of gravitational torpedoes. Each impact twisted space around the Zilari vessel, pulling it into impossible orientations and disrupting its navigation systems. Threx barked orders to compensate, but every attempt was thwarted. They are using our own physics against us," he shouted. Around him, alarms blared. The flagship, once invincible, trembled under attacks that should have been inconsequential. On Earth, Elena observed the destruction with satisfaction. Humanity had anticipated the Zilari's reliance on sheer firepower. Their strategy wasn't to meet strength with strength. It was to exploit weakness, to turn arrogance into vulnerability. Meanwhile, in the lower decks of the Zilari flagship, panic spread. The human attacks were surgical, almost playful in their lethality. Entire divisions of Zilari warriors found themselves outmaneuvered, trapped in corridors of fire. Their movements anticipated and countered at every turn. "They underestimated us," muttered Vey into his comlink, as drones deployed to disable weapon systems silently and efficiently. They always do. By the time the Zilari realized the full scale of humanity's power, it was too late. Entire squadrons had been neutralized, their ships either destroyed or disabled. The flagship, once a symbol of invincibility, floated crippled, unable to navigate or retaliate. Threx's rage became palpable, but there was no remedy. Humans were everywhere and nowhere at once, striking with ingenuity and vanishing before counterattacks could even form. Elena initiated the final phase, the Prometheus Protocol. Hidden within Earth's asteroid belt for decades, massive kinetic projectiles guided by quantum AI descended upon the remaining Zalari fleet. No shield could withstand the sheer unpredictability of their trajectory, and no tactic could counter the precision with which humans deployed them. In mere minutes, the armada was shattered, drifting lifeless through the void. Threx, humiliated and broken, broadcast a single message before abandoning his crippled flagship. Humans. Impossible. We underestimated you. Elena, listening, allowed herself a brief smile. Humanity had not just survived, they had triumphed. Against an enemy far superior in numbers, far advanced in technology, humans had proven the truth that no species had dared fully recognize. Lethality was not a measure of size or firepower. It was a measure of will, intelligence, and adaptability. In the aftermath, the galaxy took notice. Reports of human ingenuity and combat prowess spread like wildfire. Worlds that had once trembled at the mere mention of the Zalari Empire now whispered a new name in fear and respect. Earth. And on Earth, life went on. Cities rebuilt, scientists theorized, and strategists planned. But everyone knew one unshakable truth. Humans were no longer the underdogs of the galaxy. They were predators, relentless and lethal. And any who thought otherwise would learn that lesson the hard way. The stars had changed forever. The galaxy had learned a lesson it would never forget. Never underestimate humans.